Leading us to 25, a Petronash Leader Series.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love an origin story. And it's not every day that I, get to go to the source of it, as in its founder. Today, guess what, is my lucky day because I'm going to speak to Mr. U.M. Rao, who is the founder of Petronash, celebrating 25 years of being in existence, but not just existence. It's also about thriving and growing in a way that is humble and thoughtful. That is what Petronash is. It's many other things, and we will discover all of that. Thank you so much, and congratulations, Mr. Rao, on this milestone.
Thank you so much.
And when you think of 25 years, do you feel that it just went like this, or you feel every year in your mind?
No, I still remember the very humble beginning where we started with, and when you think about all that, it gives you a lot of a sense of pride in what we have achieved. And I would say the time has just passed by very fast.
Right.
I mean, it was like yesterday, we celebrated our 15 years, and now 10 years have gone, and we are here celebrating 25 years.
25. But right now, I want the story of that first thought, right? That inspiring moment when you said, aha, Petronash, it's going to be. How did that happen?
I came to Middle East in '96. I worked for a Norwegian company, and they were doing some small things, just only one product, chemical injection kits. But then when I went to different fields, I found there's a lot that is required in terms of instrumentation. See, my background is instrumentation, and I like to design things. I'm a very hands-on guy. So I started giving some small solutions to the operators, especially in Qatar. And then they encouraged me to develop new products, which I did for that Norwegian company. But then I thought there is a lot that I can give to the industry. So I thought, why don't I start something on my own? So then I came to Dubai. Again, why Dubai? Dubai is a hub for whole Middle East. And being in Dubai, you can have access to not only Middle East, but also to Africa, to Far East, and to also the CIS countries. Started here, very small. We started with only services. So I used to retrofit the existing units with some automation. But then that was not enough. I thought, why don't I build the entire systems here itself? Because this whole industry was getting the systems designed and manufactured out of US and Europe. And they were not giving that great service because of the proximity, they were too far from the fields. So I wanted to be close to the clients, give them a solution, build the units, and also give them after service. So that's what triggered me to start getting into manufacturing, which I did from 2003 actually.
Okay.
And then the story never ended. I mean, we kept developing new products and kept going. And then we wanted to be close to the clients everywhere, not just in the Middle East.
Right.
So we set up in Malaysia, we went to Europe, we set up in Italy, we went to US, we went to Nigeria, we went to Vietnam. We were building at one time in 13 countries.
Wow.
So across the globe. So we wanted to be like Alexander, conquer the world in whatever we could offer.
Right.
So I think we achieved that.
Yeah.
And but we kept our humble beginnings in our heart.
Yes.
And we never went overboard. And I think we did a fantastic job so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And on behalf of, I think, the Petronash team and all of our stakeholders, I must thank you for that, for the leadership in all of these years. But Mr. Rao, early days would have been very different. Now we are celebrating 25 years, we have a nice logo, and everybody looks at that 25 but doesn't feel and breathe the pixels on the moments and the decisions that go into creating this story, right? So if you can walk us through some of the early days, maybe some challenges you faced, perhaps the out-of-the-box thinking that you had to, come up with to solve for an early Petronash.
Oh, there's so many stories to tell. I don't know where to start, but yes. The very first, for example, the very first big job we got from one of our clients here for a supply to Africa, that was Sudan. And it was a very challenging job. We had to build about 28 units in 3-4 months. And it was a huge rush, and I didn't have the manpower. We were operating out of Alcos. We had just a few workforce that time. So just to meet the targets and to get the work going, I had to get everybody onto the shop floor. I had my accounts team, my HR, everyone. I brought them onto the shop floor, giving them whatever task they could do. If my accounts manager could fit a bolt, I gave him the job of just fitting the bolts. And they never minded because it was a teamwork, and it has been a teamwork right from the beginning. And everybody had this pride that they were adding some value to the company and to the project.
Right.
So that was one job that I can never forget. And then we had another job like for Zatco. It was technically very challenging job. Nobody has even attempted even now until now. That was chemical injection kits with pneumatic electric logics. We attempted that, and we had to build at a very fast pace. I personally didn't sleep for 3 days. I was on shop floor for 3 days. And the day the inspection was happening, that morning we got the unit to work. Because it was not experimenting, but certain components, when they interact with each other, there's always something missing, some communication is missing. So to find that, it was very challenging, but we got it, and it worked, and it was a huge relief end of the day.
Yeah.
So like that, we have several stories. When we built the first modular well-site package, that was a big innovation to the industry that we gave. It was a do-or-die situation for us. Like we were building 2 prototypes, one for gas and one for oil.
Right.
And again, it was very fast track. The client was onto us, because even for the client, it had to work, because it was giving like 6 months of advantage on the production. So earlier, when the wells are ready, in the conventional way when they produce, it used to take them like 6 to 8 months for them to start taking the gas or oil from that well. But then with the innovation that we created, we developed this product called modular well site package. They could start producing it within a month. So that's a huge revenue saving for them. So we came up with this idea. We worked very closely with Aramco, and it was again a wonderful teamwork, and we got it right. And now you see, that was a game changer for us, a huge game changer for the company. Now we are like, we have a 9-year contract with Aramco for the same product. Earlier we were on a monopoly. We still command more than 50% of the market share on that product. So we take a lot of pride in what we have done, especially on that product.
When you're talking, Mr. Rao, I'm struck by how in the early days of an organization, the culture is driven by the first set of people, the founder as yourself. If you demonstrate courage, if you demonstrate innovation, those get just sort of hardwired into the DNA of the system, right? Nobody can change it. How did you go about identifying who will be part of that founding team at Petronash? And I'm sure your heart is filled with gratitude, right? Not just for these, founding members or early team, but also those early clients who repose their trust in you, right?
Correct.
So tell us about those people or organizations that were part of that early story.
When I say people, it's my own people. The way I interview or select people is very different from what others do. I don't follow the industry standards. I look at the spark in the person, not just his knowledge base or his experience. Even if he is not experienced enough, but I see that he has the knowledge and he has this fire in him to perform and prove himself. So that has been the benchmark for me to pick up people. One is that, if you see all the general managers that are there in the company right now, whether it's Avinash, Naresh, Saurav, Rajiv, they started with me more than 20 years back. They came to me as kids. I still call them as kids. And they have grown in the company. They didn't have much experience. Some didn't have any experience. But then they've gained a lot of experience here just because they had this passion. They had this drive to perform, to be part of the company. And they treat this company as their own family, which is more important. So that's one part. And the second part is, again, a big relief for me to having brought Raju, our CEO. We are schoolmates. We have been the best buddies from school onwards, even after school. even when we were studying, even when we were working.
Right.
But then he went off to US, so I had to get him here.
Lure him back.
Yeah, because see, as the company was growing, I wanted somebody whom I can trust,
Right.
and whom I can believe in to run this organization. So I groomed him for about 10 years, and now he has been our CEO for the last 5 years.
Right.
He's doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
That's one. And when it comes to the clients, yes, getting the first entry with any client was the most difficult task because we didn't have any experience. It was a new company. So they used to ask me, where's your fast track record? We didn't have any. But I used to tell them, give me a chance, then you'll see the result. And I used to even challenge them. Like I used to be put up against most experienced companies from US, Europe, and even Singapore. But I used to challenge them technically, and I used to make a statement. This is my solution. If this doesn't work, don't ever come to me again. But at the same time, I used to also challenge my competition. I used to say, if their solution works, I'll get out of the industry. Because I used to know that their solution wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I was always giving a better solution. And we still give a better solution to the clients.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that, what sets us apart? It's not just about the products in themselves or the way we service customers. It's something else, in my opinion, right? Our differentiators, who better than you, Mr. Rao, to tell us? When you look at Petronash, you look at the competitors, there's a huge Zameen Asman, as we say in Hindi,
Sure.
ka farak, right? If you would explain that to us.
See, the one part that makes us different from our competition is I tell my people that think that you are the user of this product or whatever we are developing. So look at that angle, how user friendly it can be, and what difficulties the users or the operators in the field come across. So think from their angle, whether accessibility and maintaining the product, or to replace anything, or to run the product itself. So I think that makes us a lot different from others, and we always think much ahead of the industry. Who is looking at putting automation on simple chemical injection kits?
Right.
Now we are trying to put a lot of automation onto the units, gather data, put them on a cloud, so you can access it from anywhere, and you can also tweak the systems. Like this is a lot of innovation that we keep doing, because we have an R&D team
Right.
within our organization, and we always think ahead. So that's why we have this edge over anyone else.
Anyone else, right? I know that, a lot of leaders get very, if I ask them, what is your legacy? How would you like to be remembered as a founder of the organization? They say, oh, there's not the question, we still have miles to go. But if I were to ask you, honest thing, what is that stamp of UM Rao on Petronash? That will always be there.
I think you should ask the people, not me. I think I've been very simple, very friendly, and I cannot boast about myself, but
The culture.
we created a culture here, like a family. Everybody has this sense of belonging into the company. We never had, at least I never felt that I'm the chairman or the CEO and I wanted to distance myself from anyone. No. We play sports, we party. You can ask that. I dance with them. We enjoy each other's company.
But I like that. You said something right now. We enjoy each other's company. I hope our viewers got that, because we enjoy the company and we enjoy each other's company. See, there's like a nice meaning over there that you've given us over here. But, I'm sure when you now look back 25 years, there are things that in your mind you say, if I had done that, would I have gone in this direction? If only I had done this. Does that ever happen to you?
No.
Never. No,
I think,
no room for regret.
to my knowledge, I think we have clicked all the buttons. We did most of the things that we had to do right, we did. I have absolutely no regrets. Absolutely.
Absolutely none. Okay, let me put it this way. If you were to meet your younger self, say 25 years, you're celebrating 25th anniversary, what would you tell that young gentleman?
Well done.
Nice. I like that. And what about current employees and perhaps prospective employees who are looking at Petronash as a future career option? What would you tell them about the brand and what it stands for today?
See, Petronash is a brand in itself, and I would ask, I mean, in every forum I tell my people, don't stay where you are. You always look for growth, look at your career, where you want to be. You always aim for the top.
Right.
And to aim for the top, it's not just playing politics, you can get to the top. You need to improve your skills. Okay, you need to know what you lack. Okay, you try to tick that. You try to keep improving your skills and knowledge.
Right.
And be a team player and help others. Don't be self-centered. Don't try to keep things to yourself. You should know not just to, as you grow, you should know to delegate. You should know how to manage people. Okay, and share the knowledge that you have. That's what we have done all these years.
Right.
So that's the way you can grow in any organization. And Petronash is one company which gives opportunities to everyone.
Right.
And even when we have any vacancy, even at a senior level, we give opportunities to the current employees.
Right.
Yeah. And they need to prove that yes, they can be there. And we have several examples. We have, for example, Naresh, who joined us as engineer, project engineer in Dubai. He is now he's a general manager in Saudi. He's handling the entire operations there. And he put up his hand when we announced that we need a general manager there. He put up his hand and he said, "Sir, I can do it." And he's doing a fantastic job. He's been there for the last 4 or 5 years now. Yeah. So like that, we give opportunities to everyone. Not many companies do. And but then yes, people should not be complacent in what they're doing, and they need to sharpen their skills, which is most important.
Yeah. And you mentioned a thing about opportunities, taking those opportunities that come your way, and you clearly have been that person. You also have a certain passion, and people just need to look at you and probably have seen your moves on the dance floor to figure out, oh, he knows how to live a full life. I'm looking at your room and I see so many wonderful artifacts, which I'm told you have collected over a period of time. Tell us about your other interests and passions which keep you alive and ticking. Biking is one, I know.
Yeah, biking is the one. I love to bike. I ride a lot. I do a lot of international rides, a lot of rides in India also. I do both cruising and as well as adventure. I've done some very difficult rides, like Spiti Valley. We went up to like 18,000 feet on the bike, and I carried my own bike there. This month end, we are doing a coast-to-coast US ride from Chicago to LA. And biking is, again, meeting right kind of people. It's all, I mean, we are a group of businessmen. I have my own club here as well as in India.
Right.
It's a companionship, it's brotherhood. And we have a lot of fun. We are on the road for like 2-3 weeks. We stay together, we drink, we eat, we ride. So it's a lot of fun. And at the same time, you also need to keep in mind that you need to focus every second when you're on the road.
Absolutely.
It's not like driving a car. You get onto a pothole or get onto a stone, you can still manage. Here. And when you're cruising at very high speeds, you need to be very attentive. So it's a lot of fun. So that's something I enjoy a lot. I enjoy playing billiards.
Oh, okay.
And I've been a sportsman all my life.
All your life.
So I get injured now and then, but I still continue.
There are life lessons, I think, in what I'm sure our viewers will agree that everything that you explained to us about bike riding is like running a company in many ways. You need to be focused.
Very much. It's not about just riding. It's a big project for me. Like this US ride, we have to hire the bikes there. We have to plan the entire trip. Then every ride we associate ourselves with some charitable event. Now this US ride we are doing a ride for kids. Kids having tumors. There's a foundation in US. We are associated with them. They are hosting us. We do a charitable work there. In India we did for an orphanage. We ride for like 8 to 10 hours a day, covering 700, 800 kilometers. When we reach, we are very tired, but then everything is organized. As we reach, like there are drinks, hot towels or cold towels, and the rooms are already allocated. We don't need to check in. There's a ground staff who manages all this. And while we are on the ride, every 10 kilometers, a hospital is being located.
Correct.
So in case of any eventuality, then immediately we can rush people to the hospital.
Super.
So it's a big project, and I thoroughly enjoy managing that.
Wonderful. And you've given us so much of insight. Now we want to develop a skill like, or rather a interest like bike riding, but it's not everybody's cup of tea.
You can ride a cycle.
Mr. Rao.
Bicycle. No, if not a motorbike, why not?
Why not cycle? Correct. Actually, in my case, I have to start with a cycle only. So that bit is true. But now that we have you here, it's time to wrap the show. I've got to ask you for a message that marks our 25th milestone. Like I said, right, it should not just remain one of those dates that comes when you have annual day celebration. It just vanishes. We have to set ourselves some internal target, personal thing, right? How would you point us in the right direction?
I mean, it's a major milestone that we have achieved. 25th anniversary is definitely a major milestone, and it's a moment of pride for all of us. Not for having just survived 25 years, but having grown all these 25 years. And the growth is not going to stop here. We will continue to grow. We will continue to develop new products. We'll continue to set ourselves new goals in terms of bringing in, adding technology into what we do, getting into new geographies where we have not ventured into earlier. So the challenge is still there, and there's a lot for all the people involved in the company, the shareholders. The opportunity is always there, and it's just a matter of how you plan the future, and how you go and set yourselves targets and goals and go and achieve them. So I would say overall it's a very proud moment for all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I must wrap on the note of gratitude, Mr. Rao, because you've been a source of inspiration, not just from a professional side. Most of us, when we spend such long periods of time with an organization, we are looking at our leaders for personal, as a source of personal inspiration to help us in our lives, in the choices we make, both professionally and personally. And thank you for being a great leader. And here's wishing you many more years of leadership with us in your sidecar, Petronash, and you're the rider, riding through.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you.